Hey guys, Zorunt here, and today we're going to be going up against Classics. And they're going to get the first ban here. Taking out my Barnshe so they don't have to deal with Relax, I'm guessing. And I will be taking out Pigapek again, just like I did in the last PvP video. I'm very bad when it comes to dealing with Pigapek. And my first choice, I am going to go with Grandpa. They're going to pick Gazma and Gialis. Next up, I'll be picking Capire so I can hopefully take out Gialis as soon as I can. Next up, I'll ban Volarind to take out his Relax Tem. And once again, Volarind doesn't have Relax on the current patch. They're going to go with Ukama for their next pick. My next two choices will be Saipat and Gazma. Saipat as an extra safety to take out Gialis if I have to with its melee moves. And then Gazma for, obviously, Ukama. For Classics' final two, they choose Mix and Tuvine. And I am going to go with Nidrasil for my last pick. And here we go. Okay, to start it off, I am going to switch Grandpa out for Nidrasil. And we are going to use Ember on Gialis, trying to pretty much kill it as soon as possible because I'm guessing here it's going to use Heat Up this turn so it won't attack. And Heat Up causes +2 attack to the Tem that uses it, so it's pretty good. And here we have their Gazma switching out for Ukama, and Gialis does use the Heat Up like I originally thought it would. And my Ember hits it for a very nice amount. Also increasing fire damage with my Capire's Fire Chip. Also, the gear my Nidrasil is holding right now will turn all of its toxic moves to water type moves. And I'm going to direct both my attacks at Gialis just to take it off. In this moment, I wasn't really thinking of the Ukama on the field that could probably take my Capire out in one hit. But everything turned out alright for me as Ukama was switched out for Tuvine. Gialis uses Crystal Bite on my Capire, only dealing half damage, and we take Gialis out right there. So that is very good for me. And Toxic Ink switches over to Tuvine. And because of the gear's effect, it is now a water type move, so it will do more than half damage. And will still give us the poison effect. Ukama is then sent back out. I'm then going to go for Bark Shield on my team, which will give me +2 defense. And we'll try using Ember to Tuvine, but Ukama is going to outspeed it, so I probably should have switched Capire out here. And Ukama will take out my Capire with this. Crystal Plume Gatling doesn't do too much to my Nidrasil, and we use Bark Shield, sadly only getting the boost off on one of my guys instead of both. And I'm going to bring in Saipat. And with my Saipat, I have a Toxic move on it, which is super effective to Ukama. And I have melee moves, which is super effective to Tuvine. My Nidrasil will use Sharp Leaf on Ukama. And we'll go for Toxic Ink on Ukama as well, but Ukama does switch out to Gazma, which is not too good for us. Toxic Ink doesn't do a whole lot, but it does poison it for 2 turns. And Nidrasil doesn't take a ton of damage from that ×2 because of the Bark Shield. And Sharp Leaf doesn't do much, but we did manage to get Gazma half its HP down this turn, so it's not too bad. Have Nidrasil use its Water Toxic Ink on Gazma this turn. Have Saipat use Nitro Sai on Tuvine, but Tuvine switches out to Mix. So it's just going to be neutral damage instead of ×2 now. Which still does a fair chunk, so It's not too bad. And Electric Storm doesn't do much to either of our guys. Toxic Ink does a little bit, but now we're overexerted and can't attack next turn, so I probably should have rested this turn and used it next turn because Gazma still had a turn of poison on it. And to add more turns to the same status condition, you have to let it reset first. The only option we can do with Nidracell is rest, and then I'm going to use Ice Shuriken on Gazma to take it out. But Gazma will switch out for 2 Vine. Ice Shuriken should still do something though, even if it is just giving it 2 turns of cold, because the damage from it isn't going to be huge. And Psypat manages to barely stay alive from that. And here we'll get a little bit of chip damage and 2 turns of cold. And this turn I will use Sharp Leaf on Mix and Nichosai on 2 Vine. We do manage to take out the 2 Vine, although I'm pretty sure we won't take out the Mix. I honestly should have just went for Toxic Ink because that does more damage. So maybe we could have taken it out this turn. Although, when we get knocked out, the trait activates that adds 2 turns of poison. And just a heads up, the new update, the current patch, actually has that trait giving 3 turns of poison after a death instead of 2. And now we're down to our final 2 being Gazma and Grandpa versus Ukama and Mix. To be honest, I'm not sure why I did this. I used Windburst on Ukama instead of Hypoxia. And I'm thinking I was just expecting I would be able to take it out with Windburst and Tesla Prison. But I don't. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. I guess I have extra stamina left, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure I shouldn't have done that. And Mix uses Crystal Spikes on Gazma, taking us out, and now we're down to only 1. The poison does kill Mix this turn, though. Are you guys ready for another stupid play? Instead of taking out Ukama, I think I should take out Gazma first. Forgetting Wind only does 1/4 damage to Gazma because Gazma is Wind and Electric type. I should have just taken out Ukama. Either way, though, I'm bound to lose. But I really did think I would still be able to take out Gazma with that, but this does nothing at all. And we are still alive for 1 more turn, but yeah. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. If anyone's interested in a monster taming / collecting community, I started a Discord called Monster Tamer Network. Link will be down below. And also I stream on Twitch regularly, or I will when Temtem comes to early access. I haven't streamed in a while, but I used to stream Temtem all the time. And that link is down below as well. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.